I love 125 two-strokes, but there is one big problem with these bikes. They get you addicted very quickly. Hey, what's up guys, Rado here, and we have another bike that is fitting my addiction. This is the 125 that there is nothing better than 125 screaming on the track, especially on track like this. We are at Glen Helen. Check it out guys, there is nobody at the main track. This is early morning and we're gonna have a lot of fun today. So we're gonna jump on this thing, YZ125 2022 done by Jay Clark, and we're gonna scream out of the turns, clutch it as much as we can, and see how this thing looks and sounds at this amazing track at Glen Helen. This 2022 YZ125 sounds and runs amazing. With a keen carburetor, JD jetting and full FMF system, little mod from TMR for the head, this thing screams and revs to the moon. I cannot get enough of, clutching it and just hitting that high RPM, shifting with full throttle and just blipping that the clutch, coming out of the turns, hitting that clutch from the turns. It's just an amazing feeling, and I'm pretty sure I'm matching the lap times compared to my other bikes I ride this track on, like on 354 stroke or 254 stroke. I'm not like amazing rider, so bike is not a limiting factor for me, but this 125 is definitely enough for me. It's pulling my 210 pounds, no problem, and it's a super fun bike, and definitely it's teaching me, pushing me to be a better rider. I started riding 125s when I was 37, which is quite late in your life. Best if you can ride them when you are 12, 13, 14, and then you really know how to ride dirt bikes. You learn to keep the momentum, you learn how to come hot in the turns and all that good stuff, how to use your clutch. But I started very late in my life on these 125s, but I can see that improvement I made after I started riding 125. So now taking all that, especially the momentum and how you use your clutch and how much faster you need to be in the turns in order to make the jumps. If you take all that and you transfer that into your other riding on other bikes, overall you're becoming much faster, much safer, and just having blast on the track. So I cannot say enough how much I love 125s, and especially this blue 125 here. It's running so amazing. The track is nice, there's not a lot of jumps, there's a nice straightaway, so you can keep it wide open, go through those gears and just have a blast on the track. Alright, so I'm gonna send my best American buddy and the fastest guy I know, Jay Clark, to take you for a spin.
Way track. Faster guys. I'm the fastest, slow, chubby guy, that's over 50.
Go have fun.
Okay. Just like Rado, I am a bit addicted to the 125 as well. It's really fun. I took off a few years of riding 125s, and once I got back on, I realized how much fun they are. And it also keeps your skills good. I think everybody should ride one every once in a while to help you appreciate what you have to do and work to ride a 125. Around Glen Helen, just ripping up these hills and grabbing that gas full throttle just feels so awesome. And I really think my lap times are probably about the same if I don't make a mistake on the 125. I can for sure clear all these jumps at Glen Helen just fine on the 125. I can do this hip jump, and then there's a big double after I clear that. I can jump basically everything just the same and fine. But where I run into trouble is if I were to miss a shift or I get off a little bit, that can mess me up more than on the 125. So the 125 is a blast. If you're racing it and want to race it against 250Fs or 450s, obviously it's not going to be great situation. But you know, to just ride it and have fun, it's wonderful. Now, if you're going to be able to get into some occasional 125 races against 125s, then it's totally a really even more blast. So much more blast. So this 125 is a blast. The suspension's great from Factory Connection. They just did some tweaks to it, and I was really impressed with how well the suspension handled everywhere on the track. I think it's one of my best suspension bikes out there right now after this latest round of changes we did. And the motor just rips. It's really fun. So I enjoy riding it around Glen Helen. As you can see, we had a blast. Again, you can have a lot of fun on a 125, and two-strokes in general are addicting and fun, but the 125 lets you appreciate what it takes to go fast and keep up those skills. And I still think it's a great way to have your youngster, your 12 to 15-year-old, depending upon the size of the kid and his skill set, it's the best way for him to learn how to ride and go fast. And I for sure would have a kid ride a 125 before riding a 250F. For sure, spend time, learn those cornering skills, those clutch skills, learn carrying that momentum before you get him on a 250F. So really fun bike. Hopefully you enjoy.
So what do you think, my best American buddy? Isn't this the most fun you can have on a dirt bike?
It's so fun. I got on after doing a 45 on my 250F, so I was a bit worn out and it's really hot.
Yeah.
But you can't rest, but it's so fun. It's so fun to ride. But you can't, like a couple spots I let off to rest, and then I go. Whoa.
Yeah. That's the thing. And I love it here on the vet track, because I can really flow on that thing, and some of those turns are nice sweeping turns, and I can just clutch that thing and keep it wide open and just let it hit the high RPM and just shift while the gas is full throttle. I think that's a kind of new thing for me. I haven't been riding like that before, but this bike feels so good when you keep it wide open like that. Man, I love it.
It's pretty dang fun, and the upgrades with the piston and Tom Morgan doing the head and the JD jetting really helped this thing to run better. The 22, we know the Key and Carb's a good carb, but they kind of didn't have good jetting stock.
Yeah.
So it's a lot better jetting with that JD in there. It feels really good. And we have those jetting specs. If you message me or Rado, we can get you those jetting specs if you need them.
Exactly.
Pretty fun.
Right on. So guys, if you didn't ride 125 this month, jump on it. It's a lot of fun. And don't forget, whatever you do,
Stay motivated.
see you guys later.